Welcome to the SOAR Accessibility Training Series, the Faculty Introduction to Accessibility at Furman. My name is Caroline Davis, Accessibility Specialist with the Student Office for Accessibility Resources, or SOAR, and today I'm going to share with you a bit about the accommodations process and your role as an instructor in that process. I myself am faculty in the Theater Arts and Education departments, so I understand that the accommodations process can be a bit overwhelming at first. Luckily, we're here to help. What is SOAR? SOAR coordinates and implements services and accommodations for Furman students with physical, sensory, psychiatric, temporary, and learning disabilities. Our primary objective is to provide equal access to campus programs and activities for all students. For example, a student with a hearing impairment may connect with our office to ensure that all videos and podcasts assigned in their classes are captioned and transcribed. Another student may come to our office to receive temporary note-taking assistance after a hand injury that makes typing and writing difficult. SOARs Vision is to make Furman University a fully accessible campus and inclusive environment for people with disabilities by acknowledging disability as an aspect of human diversity, cultivating awareness of the environment's disabling barriers, collaborating on and proactively facilitating accessible environments and experiences, educating faculty and staff to create and maintain access in their spheres of influence, creating an inclusive disability culture, and supplementing with reasonable accommodations to ensure access. The best ways you as faculty can help us achieve this vision are by planning your course materials early and maintaining open and regular communication with us. We do our best to take care of the time-intensive parts of preparing accommodations for you, but there are certain accommodations that take several days or weeks for us to prepare. For this reason, we highly value professors who are able to provide us materials such as tests, readings, and schedules well ahead of time, especially at the beginning and end of each semester and around midterms. Disability is diversity, and making materials accessible in a timely fashion is a crucial part of creating a truly inclusive campus for all our students. We are happy to help you make your materials accessible. We just ask for adequate time in which to do it. Approximately 20% of the Furman University student body receives services through SOAR, and this number has continued to rise in recent years. Many of our students' disabilities are also invisible. This means that you may receive an accommodation request from a student that you don't expect. Please do not ask a student about their disability, and please do not draw attention to any student's disability in your class. If you have questions about the best way to implement a particular accommodation in your course, you are welcome to contact our office for guidance. The most common types of academic accommodations we implement are extended time on tests and note-taking assistance. You will receive an email notification if any of your students elect to use their accommodations in your class. For extended testing time, you will also receive instructions about how to set up a testing agreement so that you and the student both understand the plan ahead of time. The SOAR office typically proctors students for you in our office unless you would prefer to stay for the duration of the student's extended time and proctor them yourself. The choice is yours. We do our best to follow any rules or regulations you put in place for your students in class when they join us in the SOAR office. We simply ask for materials to be shared with us the day before the scheduled test, along with your instructions. Students are able to test with SOAR from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. as long as they make a test reservation in advance. And please be aware that your student may need to begin their tests at a slightly different time than the rest of your class in order to complete their assessment with the extended time before their next class begins. For note-taking accommodations, SOAR hires peer note-takers and sets students up with note-taking assistance technology separately from your class. Occasionally, we may ask you for the names of students you would recommend to be peer note-takers, but that's most often the extent of it. One thing to bear in mind is that note-taking assistance technology records lecture for the student to play back at a later time. Students using this software are required to sign an agreement indicating that the recording will be used for educational purposes only and will not be distributed. Students are only allowed to record lecture if they have a SOAR accommodation. The full policy on unauthorized recording of classroom proceedings can be found in the Furman Student Handbook. For questions about this, simply contact the SOAR office and we are happy to provide further information, classroom strategies, or a technology demonstration. In the rest of the SOAR Accessibility Training Series, you can see step-by-step instructions for how to do things like view your students' accommodations altogether, submit a testing agreement for each of your courses, make print materials accessible, and much more. All of this is available on the SOAR page of the Furman University website under Faculty and Staff Resources. Our physical location is in the basement of Hip Hall, Suite 11. Our typical hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Feel free to schedule a meeting or drop by to get to know us. We want your experience with student accommodations to be as positive, efficient, and straightforward as possible. You can also contact our office by emailing soar@furman.edu or by calling 864-294-2320 during business hours. We look forward to partnering with you to help achieve inclusivity in your classroom. Thank you for your work to ensure your courses are accessible to all members of the Furman family.